Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Zaeni. I'm from Group 1, Class B2 2019, and I would like to presentation about the result of evaluating coursebook based on Cunningsworth theory. Number 1 is introduction. Point A. Background of the research. Textbook contain teaching material or learning text. The book contains learning material that are equipped with exercise and are used as a guide for educators and students. In addition, textbook can be used to create a framework that organizes a scheduled teaching program activities. However, the facts in the field are that there are several textbooks that are incomplete in terms of material discussion, so what the learning process must be combined with additional material form or the sorts. We examined the textbook used in English School Grade 9 using Cunningsworth theory. Point B. Research question. To what extent does an English textbook fulfill a good English textbook with adequate discussion using Cunningsworth theory? Point C. The aim of the research to evaluate the Class 9 English textbook entitled Stop Yelling Now, Stand Up, Speak Up. Number 2 is literature review. Point A. Definition of textbook. Textbooks are widely used as guidance for the teacher to teach the learner since they provide a learning objective for the teaching process. So the teacher can choose which objective that will lead the learning process. Point B. Criteria of a good textbook. Round 3. On research. Purpose good criteria of English materials. C states that good material should are 1. Arouse the learner interest. 2. Remind them of early learning. 3. Tell them what they will be learning next. 4. Explain new learning content to them. 5. Relate these ideas to learn purpose learning. 6. Get learner to think about new content. 7. Help them get feedback on their learning. 8. Encourage them to practice. 9. Make sure they know what they are supposed to be doing. 10. Enable them to check their progress. And 11. Help them to do better. Point C is the textbook evaluation, Cunningsworth theory. Number 3 is research method. Research design, descriptive, qualitative research. Number 4 is the data source. English textbooks entitled Stop Yelling Now, Stand Up, Speak Up is a module used by Class 9 students in the first semester. The contributor of this book manuscript is Makruh Bashir and published by the Center of Curriculum and Books, Bali Bank, Ministry of Education and Culture in 2014. Number 5 is data analysis technique. This research uses document analysis or content analysis method to describe the evaluation of the textbook. Number 6 is the result and discussion. Result table. Number 1 aim and approaches checklist. Number 1 is the aim of the coursebook correspond closely with the aim of the teaching program and with the need of the learners. Point 4. Number 2, the coursebook suited to the learning or teaching situation. Point 3. Number 3, the coursebook comprehensive. Point 3. And number 4, the coursebook is flexible. Point 4. Total percentage is 70%. Table 2 is the design or organization checklist. Number 1 is the component make up the total course package. Point 3. Number 2, the content is sequenced. Point 4. Number 3, the content is organized. Point 4. Number 4, the grading is suitable for the learner. Point 3. And number 5 is provide adequate revision. Point 2. Number 6, the reference section Point 3. Number 7, easy to find your way around the coursebook. Point 2. And number 8, the layout is clear. Point 4, total percentage is 25 and 62.5%. Table 3 is language content checklist. Number 1 is the coursebook cover the main grammar item alphabet for each level. Point 4. Number 2, the material per teaching adequate in terms of quantity and range. Point 3. Number 3 is the coursebook deal with structuring and composition. Point 3. Number 4, the language style is matched to social situation. Point 4. Total percentage is 70%. Table 4 is skill checklist. Number 1 is all pro skill is adequately covered. Point 4. Number 2, their material per integrate skill work. Point 2. Number 3, reading passage is suitable. Point 3. Number 4, listening material is well recorded. Point 2. Number 5, the material for spoken English is well designed to equip learner in real life. Point 4. Number 6, writing activities in suitable is term of amount, degree, and style. Point 3, total percentage is 60%. And table 5 is topic checklist. Number 1 is the sufficient material of genuine interest to learning. Point 3. Number 2 is there and no parallelly address of topic. Point 3. Number 3, the topic is help expand student awareness. Point 3. Number 4, the topic is sophisticated enough in context. Point 2. Number 5, the student be able to relate in some of social and cultural context. Point 3. And number 6, the woman and man portrait and representation equally. Point 3. And number 7, the other group percentage. Point now. Total percentage is 48.5%. Table 6 is methodology checklist. Number 1 is the approach of language learning are taken by the coursebook. Point 3. The level of activated learning improvement can be expected. Point 3. Number 3, the techniques are used for presenting or practicing a new language. Point 5. And number 4 is the material is include any advice. Point 0. Total percentage is 30%. And B is the discussion. Point 1 is the table above show the objective and applications of the textbook Quiz 12. This can be seen from the table regarding the objective of the teaching program and the need of students. And point 2, table means the design or organization is pretty good because the content is sorted and there is a reference section like grammar. Point 3, the table describes the content quite well and these textbooks deal with organization and conversation in line with Tomlinson's statement that a good textbook should provide opportunities for learners to use the target language to achieve communicative goals. Point 4, in line with Tomlinson's statement that a good textbook should direct learners to language in authentic use. This table describes the skills that are quite good. And point 5, the table means methodology is poor because the material does not include any advice. It's consistent with Tomlinson that textbook should taken into account the learning difference in affective attitudes. Maybe now. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.